Hey guys, it's Stacy, and today I have a spoiler-free book review for you guys, and that review is on Legacy of Kings by Eleanor Herman. I recently read this book a few days ago and whatnot, and it was really, really good. This is a 4 out of 5 star read for me. It was a really good start to an epic fantasy series. This is set in the time of Alexander the Great when he was a teenager, and we follow 5 characters, I think. No, we follow 7 characters. We get different point of views, but the most point of views that are in Alex and Katerina's and Alex's friend Hef, I think, or Hep. I don't know how to say his name. There are really long names in here that I can't pronounce, and a lot of times they shorten them. But we all also follow a girl named Sin, who is Alex's half-sister, Alex's mother, and a character named Jacob, and we also follow a character named Zofia, and they all tie into the same thing, kind of. So I'm gonna just go through the characters and whatnot. But the character Alex, he has something wrong with him, and that makes him want to prove himself more, and he's a great main character, and I just love him a lot in this book. This is a historical fiction novel, and it has magical elements to it. I am not a big historical fiction fan. I'm never able to get into them. I don't like things set in the past time period. But something about this one it was just so interesting and intricate, and you could tell the author put a lot of research and time into this novel, which is something that I really much appreciate. I recommend this book to anyone who doesn't like historical fiction. Just give it a try, because it does have a lot of magical elements to it, and a lot of times historical fictions are based on like romance back in those days, and this one does have romance in it, but it's not like focused on it. It's enough for you to appreciate it. It's slow burning like that, but it's a lot of magical intrigue, a lot of political intrigue into it as well, and it was just great. So let's get back to the characters. Alex is the main character. He's just a 16, 17-year-old boy in this book, which is something I really enjoy. I liked his point of view. His best friend is Hep, or Hef. I don't know how to say it. It's H-E-P-H, so whatever. Him, a lot of this book is them and him together, or they're separate, and they're best friends, and they want to go on this journey to help Alex get better, because there is something wrong with him in this book, but I'm not going to say what it is, and all that. And then there's a character named Kat. She comes from a small village with her friend Jacob, because there's this tournament and Jacob has entered into it, and so she follows Jacob there, and things go down between Jacob and Kat. They're best friends, but there's like a very big tension between them, because that's part of the slow burning romance in this, is them trying to figure out how they feel for each other, which is something I like, one of the romantic aspects I enjoyed. And then we follow Sin, who is Alex's half-sister. It seems she has a lot of ulterior motives in this novel. I don't like Sin that much, so I mean, I think her character is going to be more prominent in the next book, but I don't really like her. Didn't really like her throughout this book. I didn't like her motives for some things, and so, yeah. And then we follow Olympias, who is Alex's mother, and that she is a big part of the story, and she was a really fascinating character. She was a very unreliable character, I believe. She was just interesting, and she had all these deep, dark secrets, and she was so interesting, and I'm really excited to find out more about her in the next book, because she has a lot more chapters than some of the other characters do. Like Sin and Zofia don't have that many chapters, but she has quite a few, and she's really interesting. I love her motive behind things, and the way she just is. She's very dark and mysterious, and I really enjoy her. And then the last character there is Zofia. I don't really have an opinion on Zofia, because she only had like 3 or 4 chapters in here. I don't really care about her. I didn't like her. She was very whiny. Her part of the story is very romance driven, so why she does things, but I think that was on purpose, because it's the person she's in love with is the motive for her life and why she does the things that she does in this novel. I'm pretty sure she's going to be very prominent in the next one, but it's just, I don't really care about her. I don't care what happens to her. So yeah, this was a great historical fiction novel. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a big historical fiction fan. And if you're not a big historical fiction fan, but you want to read one, like, because I've always tried to read them, but I can never get through them. I get like 3 or 4 chapters in and I'm so bored. But this one just kept me wanting to read more. And I'm super excited for the next book, and I highly recommend this if you do not like historical fiction, because there is magical elements to it. There is, it's just a great novel. It's a great start to an epic fantasy series. I'm super excited to read it, and I hope you guys pick it up because it's pretty good. And this was a 4 out of 5 stars for me. And so yeah, that's all for today's video. I hope everyone's having a great day, and bye!